Hey, this is Bill Vernon, Keller Williams Realty, the I-35 group, of which I'm the rainmaker. And we happen to have Joe here. Hey, say hey, Joe.
Oh, hey, Joe. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Hey, everybody.
I was going, he's going to say that exactly that way. So this is Joe. And hey, Joe, this is kind of the time, the week during this part of the month that you and I kind of talk about different towns and the housing situation that's going on, which is very fluid right now. Let me tell you, very fluid. Lots of interesting stuff, not just happening to us in real estate, but happened to the world in general. So, hey, what do we want to talk about today, Joe?
We want to talk about the bustling metropolis called Belton, Texas.
Oh, now I'm partial. You'll pick, it's kind of like when people go, oh, what's your favorite part of the Bible? Well, it's the one I'm in right in the moment, because I'll tell you, oh, these are the greatest verses. This is the great whatever. Well, so when I say this, realize we start talking about one of the other towns we were in, I'll probably start gushing about it. But Belton's really kind of a cool, it's a mini Georgetown, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of hustle and bustle downtown, especially. A lot of people like the downtown scene with the little creek going through there. You got the gin, you got all those little cool shops. So yeah, a lot of people like Belton.
Beltonian, where we're about to have our client event. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
When is that again?
What is that? Gosh, you should
25th. The 25th.
Okay, there you go. Watch
Coming up.
To embarrass me, right? I didn't take my Aeroset today. So we're going to talk about Belton. So what's going on? What happened last month to the price distribution? What's happening there?
Oh, by the way, let me just say this. We're recording this on June 16. Okay, so we're about 2 weeks. Oh, so okay. Price distribution.
No, it's a good. No, we need to anchor our time frame.
Yeah. Just so y'all know, when we're actually recording this, so you have up to date, statistics. So May 2022 price distribution. We actually had some high sales. This in May, we had 4.8% of the sales in the 750 to $1 million mark. Which I thought was
some of those those lake houses must have sold. Some of those that are along the river over there. Was that Mystic River over there? That maybe it's a couple of those sold.
Yeah. So if you're thinking, about Belton, there's some really nice, houses over there too. 500 750, we saw 14% of the market. 400 to 500, we saw 14 as well. And here 300 to 400 was 28%, and then the honey hole, the sweet spot, at 200 to 300, it was 33% of the market.
Right. So it's kind of interesting looking at the stats here, where the distribution of homes are at. So if you're wanting to park yourself in Belton and you're looking for, a house in the 100 grand range, the chances of that being livable, if you sell a house at that price range, is what? Probably not very high, right? Yeah. So it's definitely, like I say, it's a mini Georgetown. So, and let's talk about that. What was the minimum price out there?
Minimum price?
Yeah, the average. Yeah.
What do you mean minimum price?
Okay. The 300, wasn't it 300?
Oh, median price. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm using a lot. I'm not using I'm sorry. I didn't take statistics in college like you did. I'm sorry.
No, it's the Zoom. Okay. Median price 355, which incidentally is about $45,000 less than it was a month prior, which was April. So the median price went down.
You know what? We need to start kind of tracking that. Again, when people are listening to these videos, you might want to get a pencil out and start kind of taking down some notes, because that's what you and I are going to track if I'm selling your property. Again, you do sell as well as represent buyers. I'm typically 100% seller listing agent, as we call it in the biz, a listing agent. Is I start looking at this number month to month, and I'm going to start looking at it almost week to week to figure out where I price my clients in the market so their house is actually sold. So yeah, this is and now it was up, wasn't it, over May of 2021?
Yeah, 36%. So
yeah, so it don't get all teary-eyed. Again, sometimes people think, what is it the last couple of months instead of over time, years or 2 years before COVID? If you own your house before COVID, man, you're sitting on a gold mine. What are the active listings happening? What's going on there? in May?
18% up. So we had 19. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, 19 active listings in May.
So let's kind of look at that. Let's slow down for a second. Again, we kind of blow through this stuff earlier in earlier videos, but now that the market is kind of moving the way it's moving, we need to kind of slow down. So we had 19 in May. How many active listing units have we had in the last 7 days?
22.
22.
Kind of interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. And then, and we have active listings on the market of how many?
Right now, 63 units in Belton active.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. So what happened on closed sales part?
We had 22 sold in May in Belton, which ended up being 22% down. So kind of interesting.
Did you just hear that? Yeah, we had a drop again. If we're watching what's going on in the past and what's currently going in the market, what do we notice? Yeah, we year over year we had a 22.2% drop in closed sales. And in that, when we're talking about the 7 days, you said the active listings were 22 units. How many we sold in the last 7 days?
What we sold in the last 7 days was 12.
Yeah, so we got 22 units that came on, and we had 21 units sold. Again, I'm not going to go back and really bore people, and I will, if you, please, there's comments, you can make comments and ask questions below, and we will answer them. Go back and answer them. If you want me to, I'll go pull other data. But what I'm seeing here is back in the day, actives coming on the market was smaller than the sold units, and now we got the other way around. Yeah, cool.
Oh, just a little tidbit, by the way. I just looked it up on our MLS. In that sweet spot, that 200 to 300 mark, guess how many active listings in Belton right now? 7. So
yeah.
So is it still competitive in that sweet spot?
Yeah. We want to be careful here. And we'll let's hold that little speech here for the end because we got 2 more statistics we want to look at, right? Days on market, and then we'll go on to another one of my favorite ones, and we'll talk more about what you just said. Days on market. What are we looking at there?
18 days on market. Days to close, we're looking at 50 for a grand total of 68.
How many more days was that over 2021?
What is that? 19 more days. And that's 17 more days than it was in April, the month before.
Right.
Why is it going up again?
Okay. Yeah. What's going on there?
What's going on?
What I'm saying, when I see in that statistic, days to close versus days to market. Days on market is 18. We've been running about the 20s on that. But again, it bore the snot out of people. We can go pull some older stuff, and what you're going to see that actually isn't a bad statistic. Where I'm seeing the jump is days to close, or to 50. That is a big jump.
Yes.
And
it's almost double the amount of days as it was in April.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you. You're obviously looking at April statistics and tell us, hey, in April. Yeah, it's double. And it was almost parity where and I would go, dang, these lenders, they're moving like lightning fast. But when I look at this thing right here, these numbers, because again, folks, I'm hearing this as quick as you're hearing it, as Joe's presenting it to us. I look at that number of 50 days and I go, hey, we got an issue on the lending part, and your buyer agent and your seller agent better be talking to the lender that is involved in the transaction, like on the phone almost every day, going, what is going on? What do you think about what I just said, Joe?
Yeah, it's the same advice as we'd had for the last 2 years. You got to be on top of everybody in the picture, title, lender, agents. You just got to
get it closed. Now, my team, my people, because we got a great success team, Nicole and Nancy. Nancy is definitely on it. Right now, I got my phone down here in the corner. I'm on my corner mine because I'm a real estate agent. I'm watching it. I've seen her talking to one of our clients right now that we're closing in the next week or so. She's texting them right now, asking questions. So you want that success team to be moving the ball down the field. What's going on with the absorption rate, AKA months on inventory?
So we're at almost a month of inventory. We're sitting at 0.8 months. So
What was that compared in a year ago?
0.7. So it's nearly.
0.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, again, we're hearing all, folks, be careful listening to the guys on the news and the gals on YouTube. Real estate is all local. You really need to be talking to a couple of guys. I don't know, who would you talk to, Joe, about what's going on in Belton, Texas right now?
I don't know, not to toot my own horn, but
But yeah, you need to be talking to Joe. Joe's looking at it. And I'm just going to tells on you, Joe. You flip through the MLS almost, daily, because you'll come running in because I have investor clients. You come running in and go, hey, Bill, did you see 123 Main? You need that kind of agent, folks, that are top of the market there. So I wanted to get back to the months on inventory and have that kind of discussion of we're probably going to need to be watching that number as well. What do you think, Joe?
yeah. If you're a consumer right now, or you gotta be in the know. Got to be in the know so you can make a wise decision.
Well, Joe, is there anything else we need to tell people about that you can think of?
Future events, I'm thinking. So Saturday, June 25th. That's not this weekend. It's next weekend. Client appreciation at the Beltonian. Show up about 1 o'clock for our movie, and we'll have
12:45, 1 o'clock showtime.
Yep. So we'll have coupons from area, downtown Belton businesses. So ice cream shop, whatnot. So
well, and I want to be careful. Our clients are coming from all over, from Cove, from Killeen, from Waco area. They come all. This is a kind of a big deal. So if you have a business, if you're a vendor in these areas, reach out to Joe and I. We can get your swag and your coupon. We're not quite as fancy as the Academy Awards. I think those things are like 6 figures, those bags they give those people. Ours isn't 6 figures, but we have a lot of cool stuff in it that the kids really enjoy and the parents really enjoy and just the people that come and hang out with us. So if you have something you want to put in our goodie bag, Joe and I will come pick it up from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And other than that, if you have any questions whatsoever about real estate in your neighborhood, always just feel free to give us a call anytime. My phone number is 360-991-1459. And Bill
is 254-495-5661. And those are our mobile numbers. And I know this guy will answer his phone anytime. So don't be hesitant to call him. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Yep.
And hit that little belly thing down there, and that will tell you alerts when we have more of these cool videos. And and don't forget to comment. Otherwise, hey Joe, I guess we'll see people later with more cool stuff, right?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, talk to you later, Joe. Bye now.
See ya.